What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and we may have yet another teaser on the Lijiang Tower map, alluding to an upcoming playable hero. This time it is the news ticker as seen on the night market map, which apparently has started saying some interesting things. Now I have to give credit to Dr. Deadeye on Reddit for being the one to first point out this change, and according to them, as of the 2018 Archives event update, this news ticker, which formerly was just talking about Soldier 76, May, Tracer, and Winston doing their things, now is talking about Lucheng Interstellar. They did also thankfully provide a translation for what's said on this news ticker, so I'll go ahead and read those off. Lucheng Interstellar to start a new group of top aerospace projects. Attempted to re-establish contact with the Horizon moon base. The current CEO of the group was once a moon base station scientist. Now, this last one in particular is very intriguing. Who do we know of, specifically by name, who was once a scientist on the Horizon Lunar Colony? That's right, Harold Winston. Now, on its own, this change is pretty interesting. However, I'm sure many of you are also considering something I talked about in a previous video, which is the notorious Control Center wheelchair. First added to the map over half a year ago now at this point. In the exact same update where this news ticker changed, the wheelchair switched from being in the blue office to the red office, which also seemingly belongs to Harold Winston. Now, I already talked a bunch about my speculation regarding this strange relocation of the wheelchair in a previous video of mine. However, now that we know about the news ticker as well, I think it's inevitable that something is actually happening here. If we take a look again at what all the news ticker says, it sounds like Lucheng is just starting to try to recontact Horizon. Now, I don't think this is hinting at another moon map or anything. Possibly it could be hinting at an animated short. However, given that we don't currently have a hero associated with Lijiang Tower, aside from Winston, but even that's quite a bit of a stretch, I think more than likely this is in fact teasing a new hero, and likely one that's coming soon, given that all of this is happening now. As for who this new hero will be, well, as I said, it seems like the top suspect is Harold Winston himself. Now, personally, I'm still not on board with this theory though. His death was a major part of Winston's backstory, and so if they were to just go out and say, oh look, he's not actually dead, that would undermine so much of Winston's character. Not to mention, why wouldn't Harold have reached out to Gorilla Winston at some point if he had in fact survived? Also, how would he have survived? We know that Winston escaped the moon in a rocket that he built himself, so it just seems kind of strange. Granted, we do know that Harold's spacesuit is missing from the Horizon Lunar Colony, which maybe indicates that he did escape after all, but still, I'm just having a hard time buying that Harold is gonna come back into the story and turn out to not really be dead. So if not Harold Winston, then who? Well, seemingly it would have to be a character we haven't heard of yet, because we don't know of any other Lucheng Interstellar scientists. Or do we? I'm sure many of you longtime viewers of my channel already know where I'm going with this, but I propose that this new hero is Liao. Being the 6th founding member of Overwatch and the only one who isn't currently playable in-game, we actually know incredibly little about this character. However, I made a video a little while back going super in-depth with a theory I have about who he is, why he's important, and why he will be a playable hero one day. You can find that video through a card on screen, and I strongly recommend that you check it out. Going off the theory I made in the video, it's possible that he is the current CEO and was at one point stationed on the Horizon Lunar Colony. Granted, that is all speculation and there's no hard evidence for it, but personally, I find it a bit more likely than them trying to resurrect Harold. Now, there still is a third new hero possibility, and that's Hammond. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Hammond to some extent at this point, but from what little we know, he seemingly is a chimpanzee or some other kind of smaller ape, which was on the Horizon Lunar Colony along with Winston and the other gorillas. There's evidence to support that he may have escaped the Horizon Lunar Colony, just like Winston, and perhaps he was the one who took Harold's spacesuit. Now, I have a hard time imagining that Hammond is somehow impersonating Harold and has somehow become CEO of Lucheng Interstellar, but I don't think this news ticker's information necessarily has to be pointing directly at the new hero. By talking about the new aerospace projects and the current CEO, it could just be a way to flag our attention so that we know whatever's coming next is in some way associated with Lijiang Tower. Regardless of who this new hero might end up being, without a doubt, I think something major is going to be happening at Lijiang Tower, and it's going to be happening fairly soon. Now, I also want to mention some people on the Reddit were suggesting that this ticker update was an indicator of the Horizon Lunar Colony map rework, which I know was accidentally leaked to the PTR a little while ago, but I find that really unlikely. Why would Blizzard go out of their way to change a different map just to tease a rework to another map? It just doesn't seem like something that they would do, which is why I think this is going to tie into the story, and more than likely a new hero. If the wheelchair alone wasn't enough to pique our interest regarding Lijiang Tower, I honestly think this news ticker change confirms that there's going to be something big happening. So keep your eyes on that map, and until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave your thoughts about this interesting new change down in the comments below. Do you in fact think it's teasing a new hero? And if so, which hero do you think it'll be? You can share your opinion by voting in today's poll card, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, share this video with a friend if you really enjoyed it, and turn on notifications to both help out my channel and keep up with all my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.